All right, so let's start right in the front here because that is the heart of this vehicle. Now, a lot of you think that all of the Ferraris are mid-engine, rear-engine cars. Now, this is actually a front-engine vehicle, and it is right here. It is a 6.3 liter engine producing 730 horsepower, and it's made it to a dual clutch 7-speed transmission with the Formula One pedal shifters on the inside. That is super exciting. But let's take a look at this engine. I'll show you how it looks. So if that's not impressive, I honestly don't know what is. 12-cylinder, 6.3 liter engine, 730 horsepower. Look at this beast. This is a monster, and it looks so good with this red paint on the engine right here. Ferrari on both sides right here. You have 6 cylinders on each side. It is awesome looking. This engine compartment is just amazing too. It's a long hood, and you can see that engine goes all the way in, almost by the front driver and passenger. So let me close the hood. Let's check out some of the details because it's pretty cool. It might be actually easier right here. Some of the design elements. You can see that pass-through right here. The whole, I'm not sure what the reasoning for it is, but this is for aerodynamics. I bet if there's anything that Ferrari does good is their aerodynamics, is the design of the vehicle, and of course the raw pure power of the engine. So let's close up the hood. Let's check out some of the design of this car. All right, so let's take a look. Well, first of all, see how low that is. I'm kneeling down, and this thing is right here. I mean, LED headlights. This is beautiful multi-LED lights built into the one with the LED running lights right here. There's an air intake right in here to get that engine cooled off even more. It says this front grille right here, that's where the air goes in. Nice front lip spoiler. Now, look at the wheels. Now this is 20s, right? 255/35 20-inch wheels. Now the 20-inch wheels, but you know what? What's even more impressive is right here. The brake calipers, they're 16 inches. They're ceramic. God bless you. If you want to replace those, it's going to cost you a whole lot of money. Brembo carbon ceramic braking system with a Ferrari name right on it. This is that yellow brake calipers, yellow Ferrari emblem, and this typical 5-spoke Ferrari wheel. Beautiful, just gorgeous exterior of this car. Ferrari, this is that Stallion, Ferrari Stallion right here. Let me show you the rest of it. This tiny little turn signal over here, and the Pininfarina, this is the sign right at the bottom in here. Of course, you know, regular mirrors. The rear wheels, the tires are bigger than the fronts, right? So you have the 35s in the fronts, you have 35s in the rear, but those are 315 tires, so they're very wide, and those are ZR20 tires. The P00 Pirelli, typical racing tires. Look at the back, okay? Now, take a quick look. Let me set this for you. Okay, so let's take a look at the back on here. Look at this massive exhaust on both sides. Racing exhaust on it. There's a typical Ferrari light. Some older models, you can definitely refer to the round lights that Ferrari's been making. Some of the design elements, that includes that air intake that is in here. Ferrari Stallion right here. This is a brake light, and also you have the rear view camera that's built in right here. Air diffuser right at the bottom of it to help with the aerodynamics on this car. Matter of fact, if you look at underneath of this car, it's nice and flat. There's nothing obstructing it. So, you know, they made it this way to minimize this drag coefficient right here, just to make it as smooth as it can be for the performance, of course. So let's take a look on the interior of this. So it makes some strange noise while opening this, but this is pretty cool. I mean, before we get on the interior of this car, I just want to point out, because it's this beautiful Rosso leather interior with the Alcantara, you know, at the bottom here, this cream Alcantara carbon fiber. I'm going to show you the close-up of all of this, but I want to just, you know, enjoy it while sitting here. And this is such a high quality materials, unbelievable. Let me show you. Okay, so let's get the close-up of this leather interior Alcantara, this cream Alcantara right here. Now you have this carbon fiber door sill with the Ferrari logo on here. Look at this interior. Isn't that great looking? Isn't that awesome? Take a look at this. I'm here to savor the moment, really. It is unbelievable. And those seats, those bucket seats, several different ways to control them. The carbon fiber, and those are the F1 style shifters. Look at the steering wheel. I'm going to show you the close-up of it right now. Okay, so I'm sitting right inside this beautiful 2015 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, and this is great. Now take a look at the steering wheel. Now the steering wheel is out of the well, the games are designed based on the real cars, but this is it. So look at this. You have the different driving modes. You have the race mode, sport, wet mode, CT off, electronic stability control off. Now you have your regular wipers and turn signals, and the engine starter is right here. This is your suspension control. This is your light. So everything is right there, like a typical sports car, so you don't have to take your eyes off the steering wheel when you're doing this. Now let me put the key in it and let's turn it on. So see what happens right here. Look at this. See that? Okay, now race. We're not gonna race, but it does say the trunk is open, so we're gonna make sure it's closed before we take it for a spin. Now, this is your navigation. Again, it's right here on the side. You don't have to worry about that. You have to take your eyes off the steering wheel. And what do you see here? What do you see? This is a big RPM. So this is your tachometer right in the middle here. And why? So you can see and you can control how high the engine revs. Now it's a 6.3 liter engine. The RPMs goes to 10, the red line, it tops out at 10,000 RPMs. This is crazy. I can't wait to see of how this car actually sounds while driving. So let's see what else is here. So this is your basic controls on the for the vehicle. Main control, okay? So you can do the setup, dimming setup display. So it actually has everything that you want. Oh, here's the different driving modes. You can see wet, sport, race, CT off and ESC off. Now we're gonna turn it back on. We're just going to take it in the sport mode as it is. What's here? This is VDA is not available in the wet sport. I have to find out really what it is, but just take a look. Everything that you need is right in front of you. So let's take a look on the side here. Let's see what's here. This is unbelievable. And check this out. There's a display right here. This gotta be for like a pilot or somebody. It tells you how many RPMs there are right here. Gear, which gear you're in. First, second, third, you know, seventh, because it's got 7 gears, which gear you're in, and tells you of how many miles per hour you're driving. So this is for the passenger. This is interesting. Trust me and forgive me, I am new to the supercars, so I don't know if it's standard on all of them or this is just very Ferrari-like only. So the climate control, this is your vents right here. Now this is a super high quality leather. This is the height control of this vehicle right here. There's a camera, okay? So yes, it does have a camera that shows you right in the back of this vehicle and on the side. So let's see if it has other views. So this is the front camera, this is the side camera, and the front camera. Probably rear camera goes when you put it into reverse. So okay, main, on and off, menu setup, and back view. Okay, so this one's got a back view, and notice this. Okay, you do have a radio in here, but it's nowhere to be found. It's not visible like in a lot of cars. The infotainment system, it's this pronounced thing right in the middle. Not on this Sport Beast. No, this is suede. This is like the Alcantara interior. It's awesome. Here's your climate control. You have your controls for the climate control, and this is your transmission. This is where you shift your gears. You know, you have your automatic, you have your reverse, and this is all actual carbon fiber. This is all leather. This is all Alcantara. So no wonder this car, actually, when it was brand new, the MSRP started at over $327,000. I can't imagine what vehicles such as, you know, Bugattis and stuff like this, what those have that this one doesn't. Now, to me, this is like the ultimate luxury quality of this car. So I'm super stoked. I'm excited. I'm about to take this thing for a quick spin around the block. I have never driven a Ferrari in my life, so this is going to be a first experience, and because I cannot afford it and I don't want to buy this, forgive me if I'm not gonna race this car, but I'd love to take it for a spin and see of how this thing actually handles. So if you're ready, we're gonna take it out now. Alright guys, so this is it. I'm gonna take it for a spin. Check it out. Let's start this. Just the sound of it makes it awesome. Put it. I gotta tell you, it looks like a supercar. It feels like a supercar, but yet I haven't pressed the gas pedal yet it's not very intimidating, meaning that I can see very clearly out of basically the entire vehicle. You can see off how nice the visibility is. I hope the cameras are showing that as well. And it's got that automatic transmission, 7-speed. We're in the sport mode right now. I feel like in the spaceship. Honestly, it is my very first time driving a Ferrari. So far, I know why a lot of people get excited about it. Now, this is the top shelf. This is the very upper shelf of the sports vehicle. Now, obviously, there's another class of cars such as Bugattis, and you know, they're $2-3 million. Some of the Porsche 918, some of the Ferraris that are $1 million. Now, this is like $300 and some $1,000 starting price on it, but they have those, I'm sure, they go to about 500,000 or so. Let's see. You know, obviously right now, driving as a daily driver, it would be something that definitely stands out of the crowd, but at the same time, you know, it's something that you can pull up to a red light and you know that there's very few cars that are gonna be faster than this one. Now 0 to 60 on this particular vehicle, the F12 Berlinetta, is 2.9 seconds, so it's a sub 3 seconds 0 to 60. Obviously we're not going to check that out because that would be kind of pushing it. However, you know, let's see if it's got any pickup and go. And it goes. You can feel the power, the 6.2 liter engine. Holy crap, this is awesome. No wonder why they call it the Ferrari. Now let's see if the pedal shifters are gonna do it any justice. We're gonna downshift it, okay, upshift it. That's probably better off from like stop and go. Do those pedal shifters. I gotta tell you, it's not as stiff as some of the other cars that are, you know, sport cars. Now this one is a sport car, and it can definitely be used as a daily driver. Obviously, you know, it's not really a thing, I guess. You know, the car's got 2015 and it's only got a few miles on it. I'm sure the maintenance on it is crazy, but that's not what you worry about when you're looking at a car like this. I think the combined miles per gallon on a vehicle like this is 17. Who cares? Let's see it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh my gosh. And the sound of it is just unbelievable. It's you can hear that engine roar, and it's like does not get old at all. You know, and like I said, everything is on the steering wheel, so you don't have to take your eyes off. You can hold on to that steering wheel and make sure that you know what are you doing, you know where you're going. Guys, I'm not gonna give it a thumbs up because that's just silly. That's like big 2 thumbs up for this car. And unbelievable. You know, let's do it one more time within reason. Let's see where we can go with this. Oh my gosh, and it holds on to the road so tight, so nicely. I mean, yes, you can feel the power, the seats grab you right there. I mean, obviously we're in the area where we can't really open it up. I mean, I can only imagine what I can do on track. But just like now, this is switch it to a race mode. Sounds a little bit different. Absolutely amazing. I'm in love with this vehicle. First time driving a Ferrari, and I gotta tell you, it's classy, it's sporty, it's super fast, it's super sexy, it sounds unbelievable. Hey, you know what, I hope to get my hands on some of more of the exotic cars. You know, in one video I said, hey, I'm not getting too excited about those performance sports cars. That's because I haven't driven one until now, and I am certainly getting excited about the performance sports cars. So if you like this type of videos, and I hopefully going to be able to get my hands on some of these sports cars as well, I'll try to get as many of them in front of me and you at the same time. If you like this channel, please hit subscribe, hit like, hit that little bell button at the bottom of the channel, so that means that you're gonna get a notification every time I post a new video, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Before I do a thumbs up, cheers. Unbelievable. See you in my next video. Yeah, it does have the rear view camera, so one of those things where, you know, it still guides you. A whole bunch of different signals that are coming on right there, right now. Love the sound of it. Come on. Unbelievable. And the crackle.